Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jenny Breen, also known as the Wiggy Girl, and I'm here today to show you how to style a human hair wig. Now, this wig is by Gardeaux Wigs, located in the Woodlands, Texas, and I purchased this one with my own funds about maybe 2 months ago or so. I wore this one extensively. So right after Gardeaux Wigs styled her, I purchased and wore that curl for, I would say, a month and a half. Not every day, but close enough. I mean, she was just the one I reached for the most. I took this one also on vacation for 2 weeks, and I wore this one almost the whole time. The curl stayed. If that tells you anything about the quality of hair on this one, it's just fantastic. So I got home from my vacation and it was time to wash her finally. You know when it's time to wash your wig. You just know. I've heard that question so many times, like, how do you know? You just kind of know. It feels like there's not a film on it, but it just feels kind of dirty. I mean, there's the outdoor elements, everything. So I gave her a good wash. I used what Gardeaux Wigs recommended for me to use. It was the Redken Frizz Dismiss. She did recommend these for me to use. It delivers moisture and it keeps these wigs from becoming too frizzy, although this hair is quality. It is beautiful, beautiful hair. So I wasn't too worried about the frizz factor drying naturally, but this definitely helps. The shampoo and conditioner definitely helps. What else? Okay, so this is dried naturally. That's another thing that I highly recommend, is make sure that you give your wig at least 24 hours to dry completely before you use any hot tools on your wig at all. So any sort of moisture whatsoever will prevent your curls from staying. So I washed this one 5 days ago, so she is plenty dry. We are good to go. And let's get started. One thing that helps a ton is styling your wig while it's off of your head. You can throw curls through it, maybe like touch-up curls, but the beauty of having a wig is to be able to style it and have the convenience to be able to style the back just as well as you can style the front and sides. So it's a great vantage point being able to be above and able to turn and get right in front of that curl. I recommend you get a mannequin head just like this. I got this one on Amazon and it came with this holder. So you'll grab a countertop and tighten this on and go from there. Make sure that your mannequin head is smaller circumference than your own head. You don't want to stretch your wig out by putting your wig on a mannequin head that is bigger than your head, therefore stretch out. Not good. First, I'll start by sectioning. So you'll section the front 2 sections here just so that your curling is more organized. This can be done just with your fingers, or you can use a comb. But you'll hit these pieces last. And there she is. And let's now section the back. I'm going to section this into a couple different sections. Let's do 3 to be exact. So I'll start here at the top. This is the crown area. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, close enough. It depends on your personality type, to be honest. Some people are super perfectionists, which is okay. That is not me. So if you're looking for like perfect degree angles, perfection, you come to the wrong YouTube channel. I am a get it done type of girl. Nothing really has to be perfect. Okay, let's not stress ourselves out. All right. Okay, so here we go. Section number 2 back here. And then you'll have your last section down here at your nape. And this one, obviously, you do not have to tie back because you're going to start here. So this nape area is probably going to be sectioned off into 3 different waves back here. I'm gonna grab my heat protectant spray. I like this one in particular. It's called IGK. It's by IGK Good Behavior. So I think it's just nice to add a little bit of heat protectant to these girls. They are a very expensive investment and you want to take care of them. All right, my setting on this particular curling iron, this is a 1 1/4 inch barrel, I think. Don't quote me on that. It might be a 1 inch. I cannot find the box that it came in to save my life. But this is the BabyLiss, and I have it set at 430 degrees. That is piping hot, which means you're not going to want to keep this on this hair very long at all. You are going to zap it with your curl, remove it, and let it cool completely. All right, so here we go with the first one. You're going to go away from the face. So the face is up here at the front. So my curling iron is going to go away from the face. Pull, you can see it is steaming because of that spray I put on. And we already sprayed it with the heat protectant. Again, away from the face. Get it all in there, it's steaming, that's okay. But again, you're not gonna want this on there for a good stretch of time, okay? So this isn't perfect right here, but it's, again, we're not going for perfection. Especially under here, it's not, you don't have to focus too much on perfection back here. And then away from the face, which means, so we're at the halfway point. We're going away from the face, face is up here and around, okay? Yeah. Okay, one last section back here. And again, away from the face. And my recommendation is you could go with a less expensive hot tool, but if you are really getting into styling your human hair wigs, you might want to invest on a hot tool that's just a little nicer quality, like a salon grade type of curling iron. So, I mean, this one is just, I mean, it's like, this is fantastic. This is a great curling iron. Okay, I'm gonna drop this. This is that second section. I need to redo this section up top. That goes down. All right, we're on the second one. Here we go. So all of this is just going to sit right here underneath and cool off. Just gonna cool while we work our way up. All right, again, this is gonna be about 4 or 5 sections. Again, away from the face. Oh, wait, hold on, heat protectant. Hold on. This is that IGK again. Okay, away from the face. It's steaming, of course, and that's okay. I'm leaving these ends out just to have a little bit more of a shattered look. You pull and just unwind. I wouldn't normally be lifting her up and off so much, but I'm trying to get good angles for the camera. Okay, away from the face. You could pin your head down, your mannequin head down. I don't, I just kind of readjust if I need to. Pull, and straight down. All right, looking good. Okay, this section is only 4 curls. Oh, now this time, because we're at the halfway point, her face is right up there, we're gonna go the other way now. So we're kind of meeting in the middle. So away from the face, away from the face. I'm gonna turn her so you can see a little bit more better. Okay. Away from the face. And this barrel, as you can see, is very long. And for me, that's part of the price tag on this one. It is a nice curling iron. So it's nice to have this longer barrel. You have more to work with, especially with your longer wigs. This one is about, you know, more mid-length, longer than shoulders, but mid-length. But the long ones, you're gonna need this long barrel for those. All right, now let's hit this section at the crown. But look at that, gorgeous curls. Again, do not touch them, just leave them alone. Let them completely cool off. You know, I'm gonna take this section again and split it up. This crown is important. So again, I'm not a perfectionist, but I at least want it to look good, right? If I'm gonna take the time and the effort to make it look nice, I'm gonna make it look nice. All right, heat protectant. And this crown now is hair that we're going to see. So, and again, I want this to last a good stretch of time, right? I'm putting all this work into it. So my mannequin head started sliding back. Because of that, I had to readjust her mid-curl. So that doesn't normally happen, but. Okay. Anything that's been left out, it's pretty easy to just visibly see what has been left out. So just pick up those pieces. No hair left behind. Since this one is kind of dead smack in the middle, I'm going to just choose a side. So it is, again, pulling. I got it. You see those ends are out. Okay, good. What do you think so far? Turn her this way and readjust. Tighten her up. Okay, we have one more curl in this section, and then we have the crown to work with up here. Away from the face. Keep those ends out. Pull, pull, pull. Ends out. You can see them right there. Keep it in for just a tiny bit, because I'm telling you, it's at 430 degrees and you do not want to burn your hair. But that high heat, it works. Okay. This is going to be about 3 sections here. So these pieces are going to be a little bit smaller, only because we're putting a little bit more focus on them because they're so visible. So let me spray my heat protectant again. And grab my pieces that have not been curled yet. Okay, let's go. So away from the face. And it's starting to pull. I should have pinned my head. I should have pinned my mannequin head. And I want to tell you, if you do pin your head, which does make it easier, I really should have done it. Only pin through the wefts. So you don't want to pin anywhere near that lace. Your lace is delicate, and that is what makes your wig so pricey and delicate. So protect your lace at all costs. And tap, 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 all the way up, and pull. Here are the curls so far. We have one more section over here at the crown, and then we'll start working on the front section. So this isn't really taking that long to achieve a style that is going to stay at least a week. We had a piece fall out, hold on. I'll have to tap that one on its own. A little lone straggler that fell out. That's okay. Again, perfectionist is for the birds. Perfection is for the birds. All right, and then let's hit this section up front. This is the front and the side. So as much as I cared about the crown section, I really care about the front. So much more than anything else. So let's start here. This is probably going to end up being maybe 5 curls total, just looking at it and the density of it. This one is going to be a curl all on her own. This color work is so, so pretty. This is my absolute favorite wig in my entire collection. Okay, pull and just pull right through those ends. And again, don't touch, don't touch. Just let it cool off. And in fact, I'm probably gonna let it cool off for quite a bit of time before I put my hands through it. Okay, next section up. The key is sectioning, especially when you're a beginner. Okay, away from the face, twirl, ends out. Ready? Wind it out and then pull through those ends. Okay. My kids just went back to school this morning, and so of course I am like, okay, now what do I do with my time? This summer was a long summer with my kids. Love them, but they absolutely needed to get back into school. They are sponges. Okay, good, good, good. So far, so good. All right, and then this last one, I think I will do, I might split this one into 2 different curls, but let's just see. This particular section will be 1 curl. And again, away from the face. See how easy? The big barrel is so much easier. If you're finding that you're having a harder time curling your wigs, you might want to consider getting, like, upgrading your hot tools. Okay, and then last one, and again, yeah, I'll split it. I'll split it into 2. And I don't use a wand, I'll tell you that. I use a curling iron because I want heat on both sides. A wand, you're only gonna get heat on one side. And I kind of pull a little bit because I don't want it like curly, curly, curly up top. I want there to be a flat space up top that lays nice and flat, and then you have your waves. The beachy look. All right, last one on this side. Pop a little bit, ready, and pull. Okay, that's it. While it's hot, I'm just gonna kind of hold it down just a tiny bit so it stays nice and flat. Okay, I'm gonna show you these curls. Look at how gorgeous this color work looks after it's smoothed out. Oh, his head. Look at how beautiful. I love it. Okay, let me hit this last side and then we will let it cool and we'll look at the finished product. This was a wig that was custom colored. So this is not factory dyed hair. This is custom colored. It's more on the ashy side and the blonde highlights are just beautiful. The placement is gorgeous. It's steaming. Remember, that is the IGK heat protectant on there. And when natural hair dries, let's say you had a ton of hair. Let's say you had this head of hair. If you let your hair naturally dry, it will look exactly like what it looked like when we began. So when I was a hairstylist, everyone would think that they want a certain type of hair, a certain texture of hair. What they didn't realize, or what they don't realize oftentimes, is that everybody has to do something to make it look more polished. I promise you, whether your hair is thin, you have to do something to wake it up, to get volume, to curl, to do anything. If you have curly hair, you have to work at getting those curls to not look frizzy. I mean, every type of hair texture takes work. Like, sorry, it's just the way that it is. So when you have a human hair wig, you're dealing with human hair. And so you're not going to get a wig that dries naturally that just looks perfectly polished. If you're going for that unpolished look, then okay, let it air dry and walk out the door. But if you want some polish, if you want some smoothing, you're definitely going to have to work to get it. But like I said, this lasted a month and a half. Now that's a long time, and that's not normal. Those results aren't normal. Whatever magic she had in her shop doing that, it for some reason just lasted a long, long time. But typically it's going to last a week or two until your next wash. So take the time to style it and wear her proudly after you do. This is your hair. You styled it. It's your hair. All right, I'm going to push that down a little bit while it's hot. And then this last section, spray a little bit of heat protectant. Right. See, I'm not going all the way to the root either. Now I'm just pulling and then just pulling straight down and holding this hot hair down. Okay, let's see if I can pull this mannequin head off without, there we go, much gentler that time. There we go. Okay, so what do you think? Easy peasy lemon squeezy? All right, so I'm gonna let this one cool off and then we'll finger through her, put her on, and I'll show you the finished product. But so far, so good. Okay, she is completely cooled off. So I'm gonna go through with a little bit of the smoothing spray. Again, this is the heat protectant, the IGK spray. And if there are any flyaways at all, you can either spray a little bit of water, tiny bit of water, and just kind of smooth down, or you can smooth with a little bit of this. So I'm gonna smooth down. There aren't very many flyaways at all, but I'll just show you just in case, just for the sake of it. But again, this is a high quality wig, so you're not gonna get some of the things that you may experience with other wigs. And these pieces up front, they're just return hairs. So if anything, it just makes the wig look more natural because all of us have little baby hairs naturally that come out. Nothing is perfect. Okay, there's one more thing. Again, this wig does not need this, but if your wig does, and if you need to flatten out your top a little bit, you can always take a flat iron and smooth out that top. Again, this is by BabyLiss. BabyLiss, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. BabyLiss, I don't know, but it was not cheap, let's put it that way. And at 340 degrees, I'm just gonna tap just the roots. And just kinda, just the roots. And that just kind of smooths out that area right there. This is optional, only if you need to. And this is on a lower setting. I'll show you. Because I'll go underneath here too and just kind of smooth right around this area. but don't clip those pieces. You clip them and you're gonna add a little bend from the clip. Because this is natural hair, remember. Just a little smooth right there. And down. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on because I like to wear my makeup with my wigs, and then I will try this one on with the waves still like this. And we'll finger through and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I just put all my makeup on. I just put my lashes on by Lashify. If you want the my referral code down below, my referral link is 20% off. These control kits are amazing. It's changed my lash game completely. Okay, back to wigs. This is my Gardeaux that I just styled, just curled it, did nothing to it, but let it cool down. And right now I'll finger through, okay? So you see how this is nice and flat, smoothed down. You don't want big bouffant. Maybe you do, I don't know, but I don't. And I don't think you do either. And we'll just now finger through. So it's completely cooled down. Completely cooled down. You just finger through these waves. You could add a brush to this or a light wide tooth comb. You could comb it through. But right now, I'm just gonna finger through and see how it looks. And these waves should last at least a week, if not more. Let's shoot for 2 weeks and see how we go. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I mean, so pretty. Love it. All right, so all that work, I guess it took me, I don't know, including recording this, it took maybe 20 minutes to do, but 20 minutes is a pretty good investment on time to get this sort of return for this length of time on the return. So I'll wear this for the next week or two, not have to wash her, and feel confident in my wig wearing and confident in general. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Stick around, subscribe for more tips and tricks, more hairstyling, more makeup, lashes, all of it. And that's it. All right, happy Monday. Let's see you next time.